I've never been the type to use my platform to come at people and be like, "Oh, you copying, you know what I mean?" Like that's just, to me, I don't care about that type of stuff, because if people create platforms, if we were able to come on IG and create something that many other people have been able to not only mimic but be able to build businesses around it, then to me, like that's good. You know what I mean? Like I like it. I'm like, yeah, let's all use this way to build businesses. Why not? You know what I mean? If I did it, I hope there's 10 other Angies out there. You know what I mean? That could do it too. But I feel like you know, it's been I mean, I don't know. I don't feel any type of way. I think that I just focus on what we're doing. You know what I mean? That's my main focus. I think sometimes people spend too much time and energy looking at the left and the right. What are they doing? Oh, who cares? Like, focus on I don't care what they saying, what they doing. You know what I mean? To me, I'm focused on where we're going. And a lot of times I would say the hardest part about it has been that the criticism, as far as like the building, the brand and the voice of the community, and just making sure that I don't think everybody sees the vision, and so that's just what I'll say.
Yeah, you kind of piggybacked off my next question, which was the backlash. Now, I'm sitting here honored. We're both sitting here honored, listening to your story. It's inspirational. It reminds us of ourselves. I'm sitting here like, man, he's reminding us of us so much. I'm inspired to see where you're at right now to go through this journey. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm a grown ass man, and I turned my eye up a couple times to some ShadeRoom posts as a consumer. You know what I'm saying? So how have you dealt with the criticism, not only from the consumer sitting there in the comment section, but the actual A, B, C celebrities that you see the shade your way, no pun intended?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be all the way real with you. When it first started, it was a little hard for me, because I felt that it was hard for me to see myself and what I do in a way that was objective. You know what I mean? Because I think that we all think we're the victim. I mean, it could be easy to think you're the victim, right? And so for me, I'm like, well, hey, why are Black female, and I hate to put this out there, but it is the truth, that Black female media companies, right? The head of those companies tend to be or anybody that does celebrity news tend to be more disrespected than any other head of news in the world. You know what I mean? Right. Like for me, I feel like when you look at a TMZ, right, which is their community, could say the same thing about them, and our community could say the same thing about them, that they are profiting off, whatever, that they say about the ShadeRoom. But and even worse, actually. But what I would say is that he doesn't get the same kind of, reaction. Right, so you can see Harvey break something so tragic, right, about these celebrities, and then the next day you'll see them at the airport addressing it on his platform. You know what I mean? And so I feel like there is, we do get treated differently. It is a little bit harder to be a Black female in that space, because they trivialize your business down to you being messy. You know what I mean? Like, you're just being messy. You just hate me. You just have a personal vendetta against me. And when it's a white man in this space, or a man, period, in this space, they say it's business. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that for me, that's been the hardest part. But I do accept the backlash, because at the end of the day, what we do is polarizing, right? It is. I've had to say that it is, because we post the conversations that are happening. We post what's going viral, what's trending, what is happening in Black culture, and we don't sway it to look one way or the other. We just post exactly as it is, and so people, because we have a large and loud platform, people, are going to react, and they have every right to. I've had to think about, well, I have been posted by somebody with millions of followers and dogged out. But, and I had to accept that, you know what I mean? When it happened, I had to be like, you know what? Hey, how could I be mad that my picture is up here and, people are saying whatever they got to say, which this is the experience of certain people in the ShadeRoom, that they have to experience their picture, their image being out there, and people saying whatever that they want to say about them. Right. So once I was able to really just understand that this is the kind of platform that I have, there are times when people get exposed. There are times when people are getting canceled, and we're reporting on what the conversation is. There are beautiful things that we post. I mean, we've evolved to post a lot of positive news as well, and especially heavily political news as well. You know what I mean? In the recent weeks, we were just focused on George Floyd and everything that was happening with the protests. And so I think the shade room is loud. You know what I mean? So it definitely going to get back for sure.
How do you deal with this aspect of your business when, like, you do put somebody up there and they'll say, you get a letter from a lawyer. I'm sure you guys have, because we have, and they say, look, take them down, take this image down, take the images down. How's that dealt with? Do you guys take it with a grain of sand? Do you have a lot of lawsuits in that regard? How does that work?
We actually don't get a lot of that.
Okay.
To be honest, I know that sounds weird. I would probably say I've only gotten, I want to say maybe maybe 3 cease and desists in the last 6 years. I will be honest. We get a lot of threats, but I mean, as far as like actual legal cease and desist, we probably only gotten 3. But we do take things down sometimes. Like for instance, the other day my staff posted Charmaine and her baby, with this water, TikTok challenge or whatever. And they're posting it because they're like, hey, all the roommates are talking about it. They want to know. They want this to be addressed. We're putting it on the platform. And there were 65,000 comments of people really just like, take this down. We can't have other kids watching. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we really use the community to kind of guide us, because we don't, see everything from the point of view of the people in the community, right? Or at least my staff doesn't. You know what I mean? I have, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just trying to do the best that they can. So for me, we'll take it down if the community wants it down for whatever reason, and that happens all the time. Like they'll say, "This is not our tone. We don't want to talk about this right now." Like whatever. So we'll sometimes take things down. And when it comes to celebrities asking us to take things down, we will if it is just you know what I mean, on the borderline of ethical. You know what I'm saying? If it's like we can understand why, some you get what I'm saying? Like we've had situations like that, but it's rare for sure.
Now, how often do celebrities that chew you out on social media come right back to you and go, "Hey, okay, you post this?"
Oh, it broke out for me.
Oh, can you hear us?
We can still hear you. Oh, she might come back
in there. Wow.
Angelica Nwandu of the Shade Room is in the building, man. Great interview.
Hell of a story.
Thus far. Hopefully she comes back on here momentarily so we can finish, the back end of this interview, man. But it's everything I thought it would be and more so far this interview.
Yeah, she has an incredible story, and just to hear her grind, I'm just like, wow, like that's what we did. That's what we did.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
pretty much.
It's dope, man.
Yeah, definitely. So hopefully she comes back in, man. A great 35 minutes. If you guys are loving, here she is right here. I'll bring her right back in.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
You can hear us now, good?
Yes, I can. Mm-hmm.
So I was asking you, how often do you have one of these celebrities that'll chew you out social media or on social media, the Shade Room, come right back to you and go, "Can you post this? Can you post this?" Like,
you're breaking up just a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Mm-hmm.
All right. How often do you have celebrities that'll get at you on social media, come right back to you, and ask to be posted on Shade Room? Because you're very popular and you get a lot of these celebrities a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Wait, you said how often do celebrities that come at me come back and say they want to be on the Shade Room?
Correct.
Oh, all the time. What you mean? Every day? What do you mean? All the time.
Give us a percentage.
Huh?
Give us a percentage. Like, what do you like?
All the time. Literally, a part of like my staff regularly is like, so and so's in the DMs, so and so's in the DMs, so and so's in. You know what I mean? Like all the time.
Wow.
So what's next? What's next for the Shade Room? Obviously, you guys, number one, right now, what is in your aspiration? Are you guys going to take over the YouTube space, the Facebook space, or you guys just going to kind of stay squarely on Instagram and dominate that market?
No, so I think that for so long, people have been like, "Why are you guys still on Instagram?" I think it's the same thing as like Craigslist and it's different, but like the concept of Craigslist, that they've been the same. They've been looking the same for so long, and their main focus is just serving their audience.